you, Ryan and Sarah. We ask every blessing of this moment, the confirmation of the wisdom of your choice, great happiness on the path that is set before you, discretion, kindness, and care as you walk upon it, strength to live out your purpose, grace and peace through every step of your journey, and beloved family and friends to support you. Amen. Adam Ledoux will now offer a personal message to the bride and groom.
What makes a relationship last? Psychologists would probably tell us that it's compatible personalities. Religion would probably tell you that it's some sort of spiritual connection between two people. They would probably both agree that it takes a lot of love. And both in their own right are great answers. But I feel they're missing something. Something very important. Will. Sometimes none of those things are enough, and the only thing driving you is your own will. It takes a lot of willpower to last. Luckily for Sarah and Ryan, that won't be an issue. It won't be an issue because, in my opinion, will has a synonym. Stubborn. Sarah and Ryan are possibly the two most stubborn human beings I have ever known. They argue for every inch they can get. And if that sounds bad to you, you're missing my point. Sarah and Ryan will argue for every inch they can get, but for each other. So Ryan, I've known you since about my 21st birthday. I don't exactly remember how we first met, but since then you've worked hard to be a part of this family. Whether it was just being around and having a conversation or helping out, you've always been there. While I may have only been born with two sisters, it's nice to think that as an adult I was blessed with a brother. When you asked my father and I if we would give you our blessing, I mostly just sat there and said yes. In classic fashion, I didn't have much to say. But just so you know, you've had my approval since day one. Sarah, if finding the words to say to her Ryan were hard work, finding the right things to say to you were pretty much impossible. There's 100 times that I and anyone in our family can think of where we were at each other's throats. As kids, we screamed at each other constantly, and you usually end up beating the snot out of me. But for every time we fought, there's another 100 times you'd be the perfect older sister. And whether you realize it or not, you've always been a role model for me and Hannah. You're strong, smart, and dedicated. I don't remember it perfectly, but during one of those many instances as kids where we fought, we were visiting Aunt Terry and Uncle Vinny's. I screamed at you and told you to go away because I was so mad at you, and you were so mad at me that you actually listened. Aunt Terry looked straight at me and said, you know, your father and I used to fight like that all the time, and now we're lucky if we see each other once a week. I probably looked confused, or maybe it was just the fact that Auntie's always had a sixth sense for us since we were kids. But she came a little closer and just said, someday in the future, you're going to wish she was around more. Time has proved her very wise. I can't count the number of times where I wished you were with me. And so, as you leave tomorrow to start your new life, know one thing. If you ever need me, I'll be on the next line of the Best wishes.